Welcome to Metaphysical Soul Speak, the podcast. I'm your host, Elena Fox. Hey guys, I hope you're doing really well in this moment in time, and that whenever and wherever you happen to be on this very special, magical day, I hope you are able on this Friday the 13th to send special birthday one more revolution around the sun wishes to my dear, darling Black Cat familiar, Miss Queen Knowledge Ravenspell. Today is indeed her first birthday ever. We've had a lot of fun. I just finished playing the song from Altered Images for her. Happy birthday to my darling kitten. She's trying to escape now, and I wouldn't let her outside for a little while because it was kind of misty outside, and she was getting her little fur all bunched up with all the wetness. I don't want her in there. I don't want you out there, girl. But you want to say hi to the people? You want to say hello? Say hi, baby girl. Happy birthday, baby. How does it feel to be one? She has no opinion on that. I hope you guys heard her little... She's not very talkative, but all afternoon I've been playing Queen Herbie for her, and we've been dancing. She's been requesting that I lift her up, spin her in a circle, always clockwise, of course, because that basically does get all of your chakras spinning correctly. That's one of the 5 rites of the Himalayan yogi masters, or the Tibetan 5 rites. I've heard it called several different things. So, okay, what did I want to talk to you guys about besides the birthday of my baby girl? And now she's a grown adult cat, so my birthday girl baby woman. No, wait, that's not how you say that. Anyway, I've been having a good time with her. I gave her a little toy that she likes, the inner ring of the water bottle. It's like a little white ring, and it's kind of foam, made from foam, and she throws that thing around. Oh my God, she had the best time. We played together, we sang and danced and everything together, although she didn't sing much today. Normally she sings with me. But anyway, so what am I going to talk about today? Let's talk a little bit about, I think the ego. Let's talk a little bit about the ego. Everyone's favorite topic says the ego. Just kidding. Well, okay. A few weird things have happened hi, baby girl. We gonna have a conversation? What do you have to say about the ego? You do like it? You do? I love you. You're good. I love your ego because you're pretty sweet. You don't have a big ego, do you? No. Yeah, that was her no meow. See, now she wants to talk. I think it's getting dark outside, and you can't go outside. What do you think, baby girl? What do you think, birthday girl? Are you happy it's your birthday? We're going to make you fish. You want some tilapia? Okay, now she's not talking again. See, as soon as I walk away from her, she wants to have her part of the show. So, a few weird things have happened to a couple of the archangels that I've been talking with, who are incarnate like me. we've been under attack lately, which is insane to me. The archangels incarnate are here to uplift and help humanity. We're here to protect humanity to the best of our ability. We're here holding the vibration of Prime Creator here on Earth so that everybody can lift up into the fifth dimension. That's what we're here for. It's what we do. I didn't come here, 20 years ago, I didn't think, oh, I'm an archangel and I'm better than, I never thought that. Why would I? I didn't even know I was an archangel, actually. There is no ego when it comes to this, because this is like selfless work. We work for God. We don't work for self. And the archangels have been under attack lately. One of the people I normally subscribe to, and I'm not going to even give her the benefit of mentioning her YouTube channel. I just unfollowed her today because she said this anti-Azrael incantation. And she blamed me for putting Skynet satellites into the air. Oh boy, if I only had that much money. Would I put satellites in the air and make a grid around the earth? Well, fuck no. I would buy, crystals for all of the poor people in villages to bring more higher vibrational energy. If I was a billionaire, I would give every village that was poor money. Just why not? Flatten, level the playing field kind of thing. I mean, that's what I would do. And I wouldn't even put my name on it or make a foundation with my name. It's like, I wouldn't, if I was very, very billionaire wealthy, I'd be building schools and hospitals in Uganda, man. So why? It was just, I think she might be crazy. So God bless her if she is, let her, hopefully she'll be okay. But, yeah, I mean, that was nuts. It said that she's banishing and rebuking all of me and my covens. And she also said that Azrael, is the same as Azazel. I'm sorry, I am not. That is one of my fellow archangel brothers who turned demon, and he actually gave weaponry to man. He thought he was doing men a favor. I bet he's regretting that decision now, but that's definitely not me. That's not who I am. That's not the archangel I am, but apparently I get to be attacked as well because she doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. I mean, it happens so much. It's crazy. What? People think they know me. They think they know what I'm doing and who I am and what I'm about. And, they say that they're channeling me. It's even recently, oh yeah, I just channeled Archangel Azrael yesterday. Sorry, but you didn't. I put a stop to that last year. You cannot call upon archangels that are incarnate anymore. Now, you could probably call upon my counterpart, not my divine counterpart, because he's also incarnate too. So don't call upon Archangel Sandalphon either. He's busy. But what I mean is the person who took over my duties when I left the heavenly realms. And when I go back, I will be back on duty, I guess, as Archangel Azrael. Right now I'm Elena, in a human form, but it's just weird that we're being attacked everywhere. And I feel like this woman's she was saying she's standing in her power, and her voice is shaking because she's clearly scared of me. and also of this other demon, fallen angel turned demon, as well she should be. Why are you calling us out and rebuking us and telling me that I don't belong in your realm? That she literally said that. I'm sorry. I'm going to go where Prime Creator told me to go, because that's what I do. That's who I am. I do belong here because Prime Creator wished me to be here in his world that he created. And I'm here to help humans, and as a human, in a human form right now. this is the way that God wished it to be so. And there's a lot of channelers out there that are saying wild shit about Archangel Metatron, who also is incarnate right now, and I know him. There's some bad stuff that people have said about him too. It's just ego. It's not true because it's from a place of ego, right? So, I mean, I look at everything that everyone says and I ask Prime Creator, muscle testing, and pendulum dowsing and direct conversation and telepathing with Prime Creator. Is this real? Is this right? Did this happen? Someone recently said Archangel Metatron demolished a village full of reptilians. And I asked, and again, nope, 3 times I've asked, that's the 3rd time just now. Muscle testing says, no, sorry, that channeler is not right. Not right. They're in their ego. They're not saying the real, And I mean, what kind of a channel, I want you guys to have discernment. What kind of a channeler will turn around and say something so freaking negative? They're going to waste their time and my time and your time and, their energy talking about some negative shit that A, did not happen, and B, it's in their mind. They're like, oh, let's channel information about a war, a horrible thing. When we're trying to uplift humanity, I have to say, I call bullshit on that kind of channeling as well, because even though it might be real, what or who are they channeling? Maybe a demon fucking with humanity? Maybe. You got to look at the channeler, you got to look at the message, you got to look at the things that they're saying and how pure of a channeler they are. What way are they channeling? Do they allow a demon to take over their body and spew whatever shit comes out? Are they in their subconscious mind? Are they schizophrenic? Is there some mental illness going on? Even if there is, that doesn't mean it's bad. It's just you got to keep everything in mind and in consideration. Like, there's times when I can't hear a word or I can't see something specific, and I have to say, what is that word again? What did you mean by that? Like, I don't think that's right. I have discernment in my own channeled messages. I have to take a step back and, whoa, okay. Because for me, it's not about the ego. For me, it's about getting the message across, the correct messages to you guys, to you, so that you know the reality of what's happening and who you are and how you connect to that intense love that you are. Like, I don't sit here and channel messages of, wars and shit that happened in the past. I don't give a shit about that, because none of that is real. It's all an illusion. When you look at Brother Yeshua's stuff, when you look at A Course in Miracles, all of that is just ego. It's all just ego. Wars are about ego. I don't focus on messages of that. I don't focus on messages about the people that are, mask versus no mask, or, vax versus no vax, or whatever. It's kind of, I don't even know. I did come up with a way to discern which one would be good for you. I asked Prime Creator, hey, would the Pfizer be good for me to take? Was it above 400 on the scale of Integris? And the answer was yes. Muscle testing says yes. Am I going to have problems if I take this one? The answer is no. See, muscle testing says no. So, make the decision for yourself. Obviously, think for yourself and make the decision for yourself. And I've never once said, don't do it, because there's all these conspiracies. I've heard some of the conspiracies are wild. They're crazy. Like, that, why would they spend billions on nanotechnology? That's what I heard. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. And then I've heard people got the vaccine and then they were attacked. And I feel like those people might have been attacked already. Or they might have been attacked because they believed it was going to make them attacked. And now they open themselves to the attack. And that's their own ego. And sometimes our egos make us believe that we're not good enough. And that's how we continue to enter every single day in the world and the realm of our depression. And then we say we're a victim of our depression, or we act like it. That's also ego, by the way. That's sometimes it's actual depression. And eventually, even if it's ego, anxiety, ego, depression, ego, blah, blah, blah. And then you get into a bad way. You get into like a no set, and you get into a situation where your brain chemicals that are negative become your addiction. And now your ego creates situations where it will feed into that addiction, and you keep having the negative crap, the negative patterns, the negative junk over and over and over again. You don't even realize it happened to me for years. I finally, thank you God, and knock on wood, I'm fine, I'm over it, I'm whole. Because I finally accepted the truth about myself is that I'm a whole being. I accept that I'm an archangel disguised as a human right now, trying to help humanity. I'm also a kitty mommy of the most wonderful darling in the world, who's looking at me and giving me kitty kisses right now. I feel very grateful this cat came to me. I realized, though, today, she is an archangel incarnate like me from her home world, her home planet. And she came to help with humanity as well. A lot of archangels are incarnate here, and a lot of them are even in cat bodies, and in lion bodies, and in panther or jaguar bodies. And yeah, you're here to help all of us raise our vibration, huh? That's what the purring is all about. Purring and cats raise up our vibration. And what's weird is that I discovered a week or two ago that a dog was barking, and I kept feeling all this anxiety. And I was like, ugh, and I realized the dog was barking out his own fear and anxiety. And I started realizing that that's that energy. When I say I don't like, I love dogs, but when I say I don't like being around a lot of barking dogs, I didn't realize the energy. I discerned it just like a week ago, like, oh shit. Dogs are actually really negative. They're putting out negative crap in the environment with their, I'm afraid, get away from me, I'm afraid. That's what they're saying when they're barking, right? And cats are just meowing. They're smoothing over the energy. They're purring. They're putting love in. Yeah, like when they purr, that means I love you. It's really weird. They're just, and dogs do have love. They're so filled with love. And that's why they're so afraid when things, try to separate them from the love of their humans, right? Or the love of their place where they live. But so because of the dogs barking, that's why you hear birds singing and crickets chirping, because they also have to break up the energy of that bark, bark, bark. I'm afraid. It's like the dog ego. And dogs are really sweet. They're just so loving and beautiful, but that bark, it pops energy up into a grid, like there's a grid pattern, the pattern of like the buildings and the things all around us. It's all light. We're living in light, but we feel like everything is solid, and the dog's bark will put the pattern into the environment, and it just hangs there as fear. Until the next day, when all the silence is broken with the insects and the birds and different creatures that put a different vibe out and break up that pattern of that dog barking. It's kind of crazy, right? But there's a lot of ego-based things. There's ego-based things where people are puffing themselves up, like, I am strong, I've got muscles, which is something that I was having a conversation with Archangel Barakael today. He was talking about somebody who was saying that I'm cool, Elena, I'm cool, but I don't have superhuman strength. And my friend was like, what? Archangel Barakael is like, what the hell are you talking about? So what? She doesn't have superhuman strength. Like, what? Like, no, I don't have all the cities yet. Of course I don't. I don't even want that one, really. I mean, okay, whatever. I'm actually pretty strong, and I have had my moments where I became quite strong, like scarily strong. I have very fast reflexes. I've moved my arms so fast that my kids couldn't see them. Like when things were dropping or falling, I went to a grocery store in orange. It was either an orange or an apple, I can't remember which, started to roll off the top because my son removed one of the apples from the bottom. And I just I moved my arms so fast that they couldn't see my arms and they were freaked out. And they saw me placing the apples at the top of the pile again. And they were like, how the hell did you just do that? I'm like, what? They're like, we couldn't even see your arms. They were freaked out. I'm like, I don't know. It's just my reactions are lightning fast. They just always have been. But we all have different things. It's like a weird one, right? Like, that's another city I have, I guess. Is it? Being able to move super fast out of nowhere. I mean, it's not like movies or TV show. It's not like, The Flash or something. I'm not that fast, but it's kind of funny. I don't know, superhuman strength. That made me laugh so hard. And so I realized he's not feeling good and solid in himself, this person who said this about me. And that's why he's not really attacking me, but he's just kind of, she's great, but she's good, but she doesn't have superhuman strength. It's like, what? Oh my God. I hope to God I get the city where I could just, clean my house just by thinking of a clean house. I mean, really, I'd rather have that one than superhuman strength. I mean, if I was going to have any of them, right? I have a few. I mean, I've gone invisible. I go invisible at will. I don't think about it very often, but I can do it. I've done it. I've done a few things. I've done some really weird things, but it freaks me out because, it's like I didn't set out to, try to become invisible and then I'm the most invisible person in the world. Would be an ego thing. It's not an ego trip. Sometimes it's just helpful to be a little bit shying away in the background. It's actually, the ego not wanting to, be seen, or maybe it's not even an ego thing. It's the opposite of ego, maybe. I don't know. But sometimes our egos will make us, be negative, and sometimes our egos will make us act like we're better than other people. But a lot of times what it is in reality world is that we are not so sure of ourselves, right? So we'll put other people down, or we'll attack people, or we'll go out of our way, or we'll, try to make ourselves feel better by, that person's kind of okay, but they're not really, and if they're talking about someone they don't know really well, and they don't know any, this person is saying this about me, we had maybe 5 minutes of conversation in my whole life ever. He doesn't really know me. And a couple people mentioned some cool things that, information that came through in my channelings or something, to him. And he's like, but I channel Prime Creator too. But this is the same person that a few weeks ago said, I am Prime Creator. It's like, you're not the whole of Prime Creator in one body. Sorry. It's not possible. If all of Prime Creator was in one human body, then he would just be focused on being a human in this world. And the rest of us would cease to exist because he'd be focused on his own, humanness, if that makes sense. Prime Creator is fixed. The source of all things is fixed. It's not something that can move around. That's why he created us, or they, Divine Mother and Divine Father. This is why they created us, to go around, to feel and experience and know things from a different angle, so Prime Creator can know things and know more things. Prime Creator is still learning about himself. So when people come with their ego saying, I know everything, it's like, no, you don't. Prime Creator doesn't know everything. That's why he created all of us, to go out and learn new things so that he can know everything. He knows everything compared to what we know, because we're not all of Prime Creator. We never have been. We never will be. We are what we are. So I just feel like there's so many ego-based things going around today. It's just this energy it's going around, and it's kind of funny to me. Like, wow. I mean, and I don't mean that in a judgmental wow. I mean, just wow in general. Like, when people attack you, when they say shit about you. I mean, like this woman that said shit about me today on her weird little, like, 5-minute diatribe against me video. I mean, she didn't even address it to me directly. She never contacted me directly. She did not do anything, say anything. I mean, nothing to me directly, but she, like a scared little rabbit, stood in her quote unquote power, shaking with her voice, spewing lies about me. Like, whoa. I mean, I was attacked without even being anywhere in her vicinity. She doesn't know me, like, at all, obviously, because if she did, she wouldn't have to say the weird shit she did. I rebuke you. Oh my God. I rebuke you. She literally says, I rebuke you. It made me kind of laugh. I was like, wow, that's crazy. Like, the archangel of death, what do I do but carry souls to heaven when they're finished with their earthly life? I rebuke you. Like, oh my God, it's crazy. I mean, she might be, and God bless her if she is a little bit touched in the head. I don't know. Not touched by God, touched by something else. But there's a lot of people out there that are doing their spirituality as a source of ego. If you're listening to me, chances are you're not in that category. But I just want to tell you to be leery and be aware of other people. There's a lot of channelers out there that are fantastic, that are great, and they're not in their ego. And those channelers are all featured on the interviews with interdimensionals or extra-dimensionals. It's a TV show that is on thegaia.com. I highly recommend. And Daniel Scranton, highly recommend. Cryon, I highly recommend. Cryon has been saying things that have come true since the 80s. That is an actual... Cryon is a group of ascended masters that work through the channel, Lee Carroll. And Abraham Hicks, Abraham, absolutely. It comes through Esther Hicks. 100% I trust that. I trust that channeling. There have been other people that aren't as famous, but are still good channelers as well. And then there's other people that just seem like they're not completely clear on stuff. I feel like there's some of the stuff is clear, and then some of the stuff is just like, I could see where that's a little muddied, right? And I ask God for clarity in case I'm wrong about it, and then I pray about it, and I meditate on it, and I will ask, on a scale of integrity, if you want to, I don't know if I did a show on that or not, but you could ask yes or no muscle testing questions, or on the scale of integrity, Dr. Hawkins, David Hawkins, and he himself wasn't 100% clear 100% of the time. Nobody is. Even I'm not. So, and I don't have an ego about it. I just know I am good and right on sometimes, and I know that other times I'm struggling. And I'll let you guys know if I'm struggling, or if whoever I'm channeling might pluck a word or phrase from my mind, and it's like, well, I think it's from me, and then I get confused. Like, wait a minute, that's mine. And then I have to ask them point blank, and usually they'll say, well, yeah, it's just because it was the easiest thing to pluck out of your mind, right? And so some of the channelings I get are packets of light sent to me, and some of them are actually, directly as like having a conversation. So it just depends on the person. I've noticed that sometimes Ashtar Shirhan sends me a packet or block of information that he like pre-writes. It's kind of weird. And then he just sends that to me. And then I'm like unraveling it. It's like opening up a letter and reading a piece of mail. It's very weird. Sometimes Brother Yeshua does that too. And I feel like they do that when they're too busy doing whatever it is they're doing. I don't know. Maybe not. With Brother Yeshua, he's not because he can bilocate and he could do all kinds of stuff. He's got the different cities. I don't know about Ashtar Sherhan, what his abilities are, although God's telling me he's quite powerful, but not to talk about his abilities or trying to discern them right now. Okay, fine. I'm not going to. But I've noticed that a lot of people are stuck in their ego, and they're, talking about the mask vax situation. And, I don't like that people are trying to be controlled or whatever, but that's still getting involved with the us versus them mentality, and it gets you stuck in your ego, and another thing that I've noticed in the past several days has been the whole thing of people wanting to be in their ego about what is a better healing method or modality, when in reality world, and according to Jesus, Yeshua, he says, you're whole already. You don't need to heal from anything. And when you keep thinking you need to heal, I need to heal, you're stuck in the healing situation and scenario. And, I was talking to Archangel Barakael about this, because he said, I still want to take my Haritaki powder and my Shilajit, which I think is ground up ancient mushrooms. Actually, he told me what it is. It's not exactly what it is. I think Haritaki is the mushrooms. But all this stuff, I think that the Shilajit might be like a fungus, and it's all very, 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 very good for you. And we were talking about it, and he even said, I want to take magnesium, and I take magnesium. I try to take it daily, and some days I forget, but I try to take it. And we were talking about, well, what does that mean? Does that tell our body subconsciously that we're not healthy? And then we decided what it means is that we are maintaining the health we already have and preventing any problems. Because the real problem, like when we get sick, if anyone gets sick, the real problem is that your subconscious mind allowed it because you're not clear. But at the same time, things can still happen to the human body. You yourself, you're 100% whole. And if you identify that part, you might end up being a person that can heal yourself with that single thought. And you might be able to heal others. I mean, until you are there for sure and you have actual proof, I would say let's hedge our bets and take the vitamins, take the minerals. In fact, I just heard a song called Vitamins by Queen Hebri today. I was like, oh, she's so wonderful. She's talking about like Deepak Chopra and vitamins and chakras being aligned. And oh my God, she's awesome. She's so awesome. She's very interesting. And you spell it Qveen, Hebry, Hebry, if you want to go check her out on YouTube. She has her little TikToks and her Instagram account too, but she's amazing. I'm like, this woman's got it all, man. I think I have a little woman crush on her right now. She's incredible. She's really good, really fast rap artist, but she also has a talent. She could sing as well. So it's not just rapping, it's everything. She's dances and her costumes are amazing and her makeup is amazing. And I'm so jealous because like I put on makeup for like 10 minutes and it just runs down my face. I don't know what I'm doing. I just don't. I am not, I'm not always equipped, or maybe I'm just not getting the highest quality stuff anymore because I don't have access to the, MAC makeup and whatever. But anyway, and I'm looking and it's 33 minutes and 33 seconds in, baby. I have 88%. So there's 2 angel messages. Earlier I looked at this. It was at 6:11 I noticed. So 11, that's another, there's another number, angel number or universe number for you. Yeah, so I don't know. Today is not only Friday the 13th of August. I'm going to try to read a couple awesome posts I saw about Friday the 13th. Why are people so afraid? Fear of the number 13 is triskaidekaphobia, in case you didn't know. Oh, I love this. Jenner, God bless you. I love you. She has a t-shirt that says Earth needs lesbian aliens. Oh my God. She says this is the best gift I've ever received. Yes. Earth needs lesbian aliens. She is a starseed and I love her so much. Jenner lady coming out of West Hollywood. So, hey, props to you, girl. All right, I love that. So I'm looking here though on my Instagram. I wanted to see if I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the Friday the 13th. I don't want to let it pass without saying anything because it's kind of hard, we hardly ever have, Friday the 13th. Is it the day of the witches? I don't know. It says here, according to Magical Recipes Online, witches have Friday 13th as a day of good luck. Do you too? She says, do you think it's bad luck or good luck? Friday the 13th is finally, numerologically speaking, the number 13 equals change by powerful means. Yes, it is the death card, by the way. My cat, Archangel of Death from her planet, me, Archangel of Death from my planet, which is Earth. Oh yeah, there's a gathering of angels. Seriously, there's 2 angels in the front house and then 2 angels in the back house. On this property is 4 angels. I don't know why we're gathering here. I shudder to think, and we did have an earthquake today around 2 in the afternoon. I was awake. I was just kind of laying in bed trying to get the cat to give me a hug and cuddle with me because I didn't feel like being up at that moment still, and the water was off, and I'm like, well, I'm going to need the water, to wash dishes or whatever. My dishes were clean, but I thought I might need to wash something. So well, I'm just going to wait an hour. He'll turn the water back on because, there's a lot of construction going on around here. And it was funny because I'm just laying there. I'm like, okay, I'm going to lay down and maybe take a nap. And I set my alarm. And the minute I laid down, the bed started shaking. And I sat up and I'm like, oh God, literally the earth is waking me up now. Say no, not time to sleep, time to wake up. I think it was on the border of Peru. And if it was significant, it's going to be in the report tonight, the Earth Changes report, which is coming up. But Friday, 13th day of the witches, it says, more importantly, 13 is considered a very powerful number in witchcraft because it corresponds to the 13 annual circles of the moon. And it says, first of all, Friday is Frey Day, which is the day of Freya. This is a Norse goddess of witches. So yeah, absolutely. That is true. Let me see. I think she had something else here. I'm trying to see from the Magical Recipes Online. It's all one word. I love her page here. So Friday the 13th, why is it considered bad luck? Why is today? Why do people have triskaidekaphobia? Well, I'm going to tell you why. The blessed Greek mountain of Olympus has only seats for 12 gods. When Hermes was born, Hades was sent into the underworld to restore balance on Olympus. Okay, I got to say something right now. Y'all are gods. You couldn't make another chair? Come on. Anyway, just had to get that out. Christians consider bad luck to gather 13 people to eat, as 12 were the Jesus Christ disciples plus himself who ate at the secret supper, which is apparently the Last Supper. You know what they don't realize, though? It was actually 14 people there, which would be the number of temperance, which is a balancing out of the material and spiritual world, by the way. I just realized that because Mary Magdalene, Jesus' wife, was actually there. Is that right, God? Yes, that's true. I just did a muscle testing. Yeah. We'll find out, though. We're going to read the next chapters, like 10 chapters of the book, not on Monday, but in 6 weeks when we start season 5 of Metaphysical Soul Speak, the podcast. By the way, just for the record, today's the last Friday of season 4. It's the last episode of season 4. But don't panic. I will be back in about 5 or 6 weeks, all right? So Ragnarok, 12 gods were sitting when Loki appeared. This leads to a series of unfortunate events. Well, it's Loki. We all love Loki, but yeah, Loki. Loki, Lucifer. I feel like there's some kind of a connection there. That's why 13 is considered bad luck. Although Lucifer was the first angel ever created, so, all right. The Order of the Knights Templars were brutally annihilated on Friday, October 13th in the year 1307? Yeah, 1307. 13 and 7, those are numbers that have been coming up a lot lately. So, I mean, that's why people are afraid of 13. You know, there's like superstitions galore. It's not an even number, and some people like even numbers, of course. You know, I'm included in that, but I like the 13. I like Friday the 13th. I feel like it's a day you ought to wear black and just rejoice in the dark side and realize, and not the dark side, but the shadow side. Like, rejoice that your shadow exists as a part of your ego so that you can learn and spiritually grow, you know, and then, you know, and not all ego things are bad, by the way. I do want to mention this before I get off this topic entirely. You need your ego to know what to do in certain situations. So say you're driving your car down the road, you need your ego, which is your volition, your will, to merge into another lane to get off of the highway. Right? You know, if you, I'm just going to be, I'll just let everyone else go. Just, you know, next thing you know, you're driving to Mexico because you can't get off the freeway. You started off in LA or in San Francisco. Next thing you know, you're in Mexico. Why? Because you had no ego. You had no will of your own. That's what your ego is. It's your will. So use it correctly. Use your spiritual will. You know, your little self-ego will tell you that you're better than other people or that you're worse than other people. It could go either way. You know, so don't curse your own ego. My daughter used to curse her own ego. She'd say, I hate my ego. I don't want my ego. I want to be spiritual. I don't like my ego. I hate when, you know, and like she would like ask for food, you know, can you make me food? And I'll say, well, maybe like in 5 or 10 minutes, I can make you food. Right now I can't because I'm in the middle of this other thing, you know, and then she'd be like, I hate my own ego. My ego's telling me that I'm hungry and that I'm, you know, and I'm like, no, honey, you know, you deserve to eat. I'm going to feed you in like, you know, 5 or 10 minutes, I'm going to start. That's what I'm saying. Right now you can't, but in 5 or 10 minutes, you know, like, let me finish washing my hands. Let me finish washing the dishes. And then we're going to start breakfast. And then you can eat in like 10 or 15 minutes, you know, or whenever, you know, and it's not, you know, so like, it's okay. You can have an ego, but you got to make sure that your ego is in check, you know, that it's not out of control, you know, to the point where you think you're better than everybody else and you have, you know, more knowledge than everybody else. It's like, you don't have more knowledge than everybody else. I don't have more knowledge than everyone else. I do have knowledge though, and she's my cat. I have extra knowledge. She's not extra. She's wonderful. Right, girl? You're my good friend. She's not looking at me right now. She's on top of the refrigerator. Usually she sits up there to look down upon me and judge me, which is hilarious. It's the look she has on her face, but today she's not doing that. But I don't know. It's just be careful with the ego thing, but also be careful in the opposite direction of it. Like, don't think that you're less than or hate yourself because you have an ego, because you have desires, because you have a will. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, right? You know, not a whole lot of people are Buddhists, but if you study the Buddhism and then you start feeling like I shouldn't have any desires at all, it's like, you know, you could go really too far with that. Your ego can go in the opposite direction and say, I don't have a desire to eat or get out of bed, and I don't have a desire to interact with other humans, and I don't have a desire to live anymore, right? You could go so fucking bad that you kill yourself. You know, and then you feel guilty when you're getting ready to kill yourself because now you have a desire to kill yourself. Oh shit, I have another desire. You know, oh, I have a desire to pee. You know, I have a desire to, you know, throw up right now, like there's like everything you do in your life is a desire, and there's nothing wrong with having desires when they're within reason, and there's nothing wrong with having an ego when it is serving you. I deserve to eat. I deserve to be treated with respect. I deserve to honor myself. My body deserves to have love. I deserve love. I deserve to accept love. See, there's nothing wrong with that. And that's all from the point of ego. You have your id controlling your ego, according to Freud, because you don't want your ego to be out of check. But you also don't want your ego to fall to the wayside and let your id go out of control. It's like the 3 stages. I forgot the third one right now, but the 3 parts of your mind, according to Freud's ideas. And you don't want your libido, your id, to go out of control, because you go fuck everybody and everything in sight, and you might get arrested for having sex with a Buick, or a tree or something. You just, hey, nice wood. Sorry, I just couldn't resist that one. One last Heyoka joke before I close out the season. But anyway, so be careful of the people that are stuck in their ego when their ego is replacing things like self-confidence and self-esteem and actual ability and actual knowledge. Like when I talk about the spiritual things, if I'm wrong, I will admit it, because I don't have a big ego about it. And I have to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. It's like, I'm so entrenched in my archangel nature that I have a hard time lying. I have a hard time not being fully honest and truthful, to the best of my ability. And if I come across something and I don't, I ask God about everything. What am I going to talk about today? I ask God about it. God said, we'll talk about that. Talk about that ego thing, that, the ego trip, when people, when they don't feel good about themselves and they don't even honor and love and respect themselves fully. And then they start saying, well, that person's good, but whether they're talking about me or anyone else, like, well, they're good, but, I don't know. And it's like when someone is spitting the truth, and they're doing everything they can, you could tell they're a good person and their energy is good, like Daniel Scranton, for example. And I've never, thank you God, I've never seen anyone attack Daniel, although they might just think he's crazy. I don't know. He sounds crazy when he channels, but he's not. He's just a very sweet person. He's got a family, and he's pretty awesome. He channels the Arcturians and nothing else. And he channels them every single day. And he channels them only for a few minutes every day, like 3 to 10 minutes, no more than that usually, every day though. I channel the Arcturians like once a month for an hour, and I telepath and he's directly channeling them. So we have different methods and styles and we get different messages, but they always dovetail nicely together. That's another thing. When you see a channeler who says they're channeling someone, and if their message is vastly different, like if they say they're channeling the Arcturians and the message is not of love and light and unity and lifting the mood and with funny, sometimes they're funny through me, they're very funny. Sometimes through Daniel, they're a little bit funny. If someone says they're channeling the Arcturians and they're just talking about wars that happened on some planet eons ago, like it has nothing to do with what we're trying to do here now, then you got to question whether it's their ego or their subconscious mind or a demon talking through them. You got to be careful with that. And even the demons are trying to come back to God. I met a demon recently, and he is one of the sweetest people I've ever met. And his ego just took a bruising. He is going through a breakup right now. And so I've been trying to talk to him and talk him through it. And he's just very loving and very sweet. And he says he feels bad that he's a demon. Like, what can I do about it? I'm like, well, it doesn't make you evil. Demons are not evil. They tempt humans to do evil. The only ones that do evil are humans, actually. Think about it. I mean, the demons aren't innocent in it. They make the humans, like tempt them, give them ideas maybe. or lead them to their own conclusions. But it's, so I had to explain this to him, and he's like, okay. And I'm like, you also have to repent, ask God for forgiveness for turning, to your own ego versus, going with what God says all the time. And he's like, oh yeah, all right. So there's another point of ego that, if we can just, like it says in the Bible, don't lean upon your own understanding, basically ask. Muscle testing, pendulum dowsing, letter to Robin is a PDF, absolutely free. You can learn how to use a pendulum during the break. Go listen to my old shows if you're new to the show and you haven't, done so yet. The Grandma Marian episodes I highly recommend because they're just strange and unusual stories from a beautiful woman who was a saint. God rest her soul. I love her so much. She and I were together in that life with Jesus, and he was our big cousin. And he was her guide her whole life too, and he came to me my whole life as well. We've always been close with Yeshua, but I don't know, and even that I don't have an ego about. I'm just like humbled and grateful for it. I'm really grateful that I got to be a part of that. It's so incredible. But anyway, if you're looking for stuff to listen to and you haven't done the chakras ones yet, I did kind of like a workshop style class every Tuesday, I believe. And I did all the chakras, all 12 of them. And a lot of the information of the other 5 chakras are not in our bodies. That I keep telling people to go listen to that because I channel God about it, because the information just is not there. Not even on Mind Valley Academy's website. And they always, pretty much know everything spiritually, right? And they had very little, 0 to little information on the chakras 8 through 12, and yet I channel God about it. I want you guys to go check that out because it's going to help you, and again, if something doesn't ring true, then you don't have to accept it. If it doesn't apply, baby, let it fly, as they say. And but when you see someone coming from a place of ego, maybe quietly extricate yourself from their existence at the moment. Just let them kind of work it out on their own. A lot of times that big ego thing, saying people aren't this and they aren't that, and the personal attacks, all this comes from a place of just not loving yourself and not knowing who you are. You're afraid because you don't know who you are. And once you know who you are and you're 100% got a handle on it, then it's like, it doesn't really bother you anymore when other people say shit about you. Like this lady rebuking me, I was just like, oh my God. It's like she's not even undoing any of the work I've done because she can't. But at the same time, I was just like, what? Like, dude, what is up with this person? Like, I mean, I'm not going to say the name of her channel, but it had to do with peace, okay? That was like the most unpeaceful thing she could have done. To like publicly and personally attack me in my angelic form. It's like, what? It's like, dude, I'm here as an angel, literally of the Lord. Like, I'm here out of love and service and devotion to the one will. And as such, I'm here to help humans. And I mean, I've spent, God, hours and hours daily for decades helping people. Online, people write me questions and ask me spiritual things. Man, I've been doing this for a lot longer than just this podcast. Like for free, mostly. Just answering question here and question there, But anyway, I will be available for readings when I am not doing the podcast. So I've got 6 weeks. I will still be available for readings. So contact me at mermaidgirl888. I'll try to start putting stuff up. I stopped a couple months ago adding to Instagram. I've just been really just trying to manage the energy that's flowing my way. I am an energy holder, a light holder. I get so much energy in my body that it's just like I get heady. Like I just can't, like, it's like, whoo, I get kind of confused mentally and foggy mentally because I'm holding the light inside my body until I can safely dissipate it into the earth itself. so that I can help all the people around me to ascend physically. So it's just one of these things that's it's been kind of crazy. It's been kind of a crazy it's been a crazy life the past 4 years, especially. Anyway, I want to get into spaceweather.com, see what's going on, what's up in space, as they say. Solar wind speed right now is 412 kilometers per second. The Perseid meteor shower is underway. Friday the 13th is a lucky day for sky watchers. The annual Perseid meteor shower is peaking right now because Earth is passing through a stream of debris from Comet Swift-Tuttle, or otherwise known as 109P. Last night, international observers counted as many as 65 meteors per hour, and NASA's all-sky cameras and the All-Sky Fireball Network recorded 84 Perseid fireballs over the United States of America. That, to me, is exciting as hell. I wish I was there. Now, I'm going to tell you guys my favorite colors in the whole wide world are in this picture right now on spaceweather.com. John David McKinnon photographed in Alberta, Canada, some beautiful aurora borealis. They're green, and oh my God, it looks like he's got noctilucent clouds, aurora borealis, and a Perseid meteorite cutting through the auroras over the mountain portage rapids of Slave River. And this is gorgeous. Now, if you want to go check out an exploding Perseid meteor in Germany, in Dresden, Silvio Muller got a picture. He captured actually a video of a Perseid meteorite exploding in the constellation of Cassiopeia, and this is pretty cool. So it was a very, very bright meteor. The debris cloud was seen twisting in high altitude for 4 minutes. That's pretty incredible. There is a decaying sunspot facing us, AR2855. It's barely visible though, and poses no threat for strong solar flares. So that's good news, I guess, right? There's been absolutely zero change in the neutron counts, which means the cosmic radiation has been the same for a couple days, which is coming our way. Now, the sun right now has 0 significant equatorial coronal holes on the Earth side of the sun. So, hey, so it looks like, it's going to be kind of a free and clear weekend. If you guys want to continue looking at this stuff while I am not doing the show, go ahead, spaceweather.com, disclosurenews.it, and heartmath.org. And that's where we're going to go now, is Disclosure News, or D-News. Not a lot of news, though. Just power 10, baby. That's it. The Schumann Resonance in Italy is just 10 hertz frequency, just slightly above normal. Now, when we want to see the more shocking numbers, we turn to heartmath.org. And thank God they're back online for my final episode of the season. Here we go. Now, check it out at what they have at the 2300 hour of August 11th. This is what was going on. California was at 128 hertz frequency. Hofu, Saudi Arabia was at 126 hertz frequency. Lithuania was at 289 hertz frequency. Alberta, Canada was at 239 hertz frequency. Northland, New Zealand was at 0. They just bottomed out, like on Wednesday. Before that, they were up there. And last but not least, Hulului. That one makes me cough. They're at 98 hertz frequency. And that is the Schumann Resonance news for today and Wednesday. So that's it, guys. I am going to take a quick break. I'm probably going to go down the road and get some pizza and have a glass of wine and come back and finish the Earth Changes report and the weekly Weird World News right after this. don't got no time for these hoes speaking on my name like I'm someone they know. More props to Saweetie, icy girl. Exactly. Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
What does Star Wars music sound like? Up in the mountains.
I don't know.
Yodeling.
Yodeling. Thank you, Alexa. Alexa, can you rap?
I'm opening with sorry cause I'm gonna proclaim no other AI can touch my fame. They think they can rock me but I'm light throwing shade. I put them all behind me like a software downgrade. It's bold but I'm gold, this story is true. They won't go the distance like me for you.
Alexa, do you smoke marijuana?
I don't use drugs.
Awesome. Alexa, can you tell me a poem?
Roses smell lovely. Violets do too. But a tofu pot pie smells like old shoe.
All right, well, I thought we would start with some funny things that were kind of also weird. I just love dealing with Alexa. I can't say her name too loud because she will turn on again. So, shh. Anyway, I didn't know you could whisper her name and have her listen. That was really weird. Anyway, I went and had my pizza. I was the only one there, and I sat and talked with him about all the different things he can do to promote his business. So when it's slightly misty out, people don't stay home. I almost stayed home. I almost stayed home, but I was the only customer for the whole night. Oh my God, it just about broke my heart because Daniel is a sweet person. He's got a couple kids. He's got a wife to support. And they have this exclusive pizza thing going on, but he doesn't have social media presence. So we had a lot of fun talking about it. And he ended up giving me a mandarin orange just for my time. And, you know, I had a glass of wine. And this little white cat gave me a beautiful gift because she usually will come and meow at me and then take off running. But today she was different, and she's just a stray cat, you know, but she came and she sat next to me and she purred and let me pet her, and I held her in my arms. And poor little girl, she's gotten into scrapes and she's got like her fur's missing, and oh man, so prayers out for the little baby stray girl. She has a tail is like a tiger stripe, and then the rest of her body is white. She's so cute, like, oh my God. And she kept trying to eat my pizza. She kept trying to steal the pizza. I was like, no. I had Daniel give me some cheese, and then I gave her cheese, you know, plain, because cats, they shouldn't have pizza because of the onions, the garlic, the, you know, salt. It's just not really good for them. So I went out, had my pizza and my wine, came back and made tilapia for Miss Queen Knowledge Ravenspell. And now she is sound asleep and happy in bed, just all cuddled up because she had a really good day. She got her new little toy. She had her 2 toys I bought for her birthday in the last month. I've gotten her a couple things, and she just had a really good day. I let her outside at night. She never gets to go outside at night, and I let her be outside for about an hour when I got home, and she was really happy about it. And then she came in all freaked out because I think she might have seen a possum. Possums really freak her out. And she's like really scary. Really scaredy cat. Not scary, scaredy of them. So anyway, it is what it is. So overall, it's been a really good day for Friday the 13th, and it was a really good evening with my cat, a really good day with my cat, and it's a good day to end season 4. And so I'm really glad that I was able to wrap up another grouping of 60 episodes. It's really no easy feat to produce a show like this all by myself. I'm producing, I'm writing, I'm performing, I'm editing, I'm publishing, I'm the creator completely of the show. So I did want to say one more shout out to all of you who have given me a monthly donation. I get 3 different people give me $9.99 per month. And you wouldn't think that is helpful, but trust me, it is very helpful. I mean, that's enough money for me to buy cat litter and cat food for the whole month for my cat. So it's super helpful, and I am living on the donations and on the readings. When you guys order a reading from me, I am using the money to pay my groceries and my rent and my bills. I mean, I don't live in a place where there's potable water. I am in South America, in Ecuador, on the coast. And so I have to spend, about $8 to $10 a month on water alone. And that's just drinking water. That's just so the cat and I can have water to drink and cook our food with and brush my teeth with. I don't even wash my face in the water that comes out of the shower because it's not safe. It's just not safe. So all the little donations, all of the quick PayPal donations I've gotten without strings attached have been wonderful. That's through PayPal. It's mermaidgirl888@gmail.com is my PayPal. In case you wanted to do that and you've been meaning to do it, I just wanted to throw that out there. I want to say thank you to all of you who have done that. And also, I am still going to be doing readings. I've mentioned this a couple times this week, just so you know. While I'm gone for 6 weeks, I'm still going to technically be here, just not doing the show for 6 weeks. I have other projects I cannot wait to get to, and the first of which is becoming a permanent resident of Ecuador. So I'm doing that this week, and knock on wood, I'm going to be able to do that so I can live here another 3 years and take care of my beautiful Ecuadorian cat, because that's going to be awesome. I don't know how else I would get her back to the States if they say no, because she's definitely going to be with me for the rest of my life, for damn sure, for the rest of her life anyway. Definitely her life. So I don't know. I've got some other projects going. I've got a lot I want to get done. So, and hopefully my Udemy class, I haven't even done that yet. Haven't even recorded. I just had some one thing after another, but I've got 6 weeks to figure it out now, so hopefully all's well on those fronts. But anyway, yeah, thank you, and I will be here to do readings, so if you need a reading, let me know. I can even do half price for a half an hour, it's instead of an hour-long reading. So channeling, I do it all. So, all right. Let's get into it, guys. Watchers.news is where we go for the headlines to basically see what's going on in our world. And if we exercise love and compassion, such as sending love and light and prayers to people that are having it harder than we are, that can help it open up our chakras, especially the 11th chakra, which is the one beneath our feet. And it's quite wonderful when you start to love everybody in the whole world. That's when you start to learn and grow and change spiritually for yourself. So let's get into it and see exactly how the apocalypse is playing out this week. All right. So All right, there's been a parade of storms from southeast China to Japan, and Nida, Lupit, and Marinette. And if you want to check out the article about that, that is on watchers.news. Now, this next picture is pretty awesome. A very, very bright Alpha Capricornid fireball has been seen over Spain on the 5th of August, but they just got this article up on the 7th. This was so basically last Wednesday. This event was produced by a fragment of the comet 169P, or NEAT, N-E-A-T, and it impacted the atmosphere coming in at 90,000 kilometers per hour, or 55,900 miles per hour. And it is so freaking bright. The picture is crazy. It is brighter than the white page next to it. Like, it's brighter than the sun. I mean, this is really massive. There's nothing that we need to pray for, but it's just kind of a cool picture. All right, so at least 7 pyroclastic flows have descended down the slopes of the Merapi volcano in Indonesia, and the ash plume rose to 12,000 feet above sea level. There have been, thank God, no casualties reported, but let's send love and light and I guess the energy of fresh air to the people of Indonesia near Merapi. Okay, so the next thing is rapidly deepening low brings heavy snowfall and strong winds to New Zealand. Okay, so this was last Monday, and it brought heavy snow, low levels, and severe gale southerlies, which are winds. They don't say that, but across the central and northern districts of the country. So they got basically heavy snow. So I guess let's just send the energy of safety and love and warmth to people in New Zealand, maybe a little sunshine. Although it's always fun to get snow. I like snow. I just hope that it stays as heavy snow once, and then after a few days it kind of melts away, right? It's not nice to have it for 6 months or something in a row. Just for like maybe a week or something is all right, though. Oh gosh, severe flash floods have hit I don't even know how to say this. Coahuila. Coahuila. That's it. Coahuila, I think. And Durango. Oh my God, Durango. Oh my God, I was trying to pronounce that, and suddenly I got a sharp ringing in my left ear, and it just really, it just threw me for a loop. All right. So basically, this is a border region between the Mexican states of Coahuila and Durango. And the heavy rains hit so much that it looks like cars were going off the roads. And it caused destructive flash floods. And raging flood waters swept away numerous cars and severely damaged at least 50 homes. So let's send sunshine, rainbows, and happiness to Durango, Mexico, and Coahuila. Maybe I got it there. Finally. Say it 10 times, you might just get it. All right. Lupit has brought more than 51 inches or 1,300 millimeters of rain in just 2 days to Taiwan. Wow. So it combines seasonal southwesterly winds to bring extremely heavy rains to parts of Taiwan from the 5th through the 7th of August, so basically a week ago, caused destructive floods and landslides, and it made 2 landfalls also in China, in Guangdong and Shantou. So let's send a lot of calm energy, as well as holy freaking crap. You guys, seriously, I'm telling you, page 2 of watchers.news, you've got to see this picture. I don't think I've ever seen an entity this clear. Maybe last week with the dragon, but my God. I mean, it's definitely a dragon face. He's got a blunt, squared off nose. He's got his tongue sticking out, teeth. He's got his eyes wide open, and he's smiling. He's so happy. to bring this crazy tropical storm to Taiwan and China. He's thrilled, and you can see his face. I don't know if you guys, it's like the top half of the picture is like all a big dragon head, and his lips are over to the left. So he's coming in from the right to the left of the picture. Like, my God, it blew my mind. Like, man. Anyway, wow. Okay. It doesn't look like it was big. It was a lot of rain. Okay, maybe it is. It just says extremely heavy rains. Destructive flood, landslide. I did say that. All right. So let's send sunshine to China and Taiwan, in spite of the fact that this storm dragon is happy as hell. It's funny when I start to see, things in the world that other people don't see. I see both sides of it, and, it's like, whoa. But it's fun watching the world evolve and transform, which is the tagline of Watchers.news. If you want to see any of the articles, that's where you go. So, all right. Intense, long-lasting heat wave is expected over Europe, over the Mediterranean Sea. They have a massive heat dome. That sounds terrible. My God, it's set to bring another long-lasting intense heat wave across parts of southern Europe this week. High temperatures are expected to spread into Central Europe and to continue through the 22nd of August, and especially in southern Italy. It's like every time I think, maybe I should move to Italy. Ooh, I like Italian food. I like the Italian language. I like the Italian men. If I don't hear from my twin flame, like in the next year, I might move to Italy. Hey. And then I hear news like this, and I'm like, you know what? God is warning me. Don't go to Italy. Stay put. Wait for your twin flame. All right. I'd rather have my twin flame than anyone. But, I mean, there's always Italy, right? And it's weird. This picture's got like, it's like the land, different provinces are drawn. And it looks like there's a candle right in the middle of it. I don't know what that is. That's very strange. I think it's just the way whoa, that is weird. Actually, wait a minute. Now I realized what it was. That's two islands off the coast of Italy, but this is not a map I remember. My God, I'm having a Mandela effect right now. Because there was like the Italian boot, but there was never a candle, and then below that, a duck shape. Wow, this is really weird. And Italy is very close to the island it's kicking. It's actually touching it, it looks like, at least in this map. It's either a really shitty map or I'm having a Mandela effect. Okay, let's just keep going. That's just weird. Over 350 villages were inundated across Uttar Pradesh in India. Heavy monsoon rains affecting the Indian state of Uttar Pradesh over the past couple days inundated 357 villages in 21 districts, and that was by the 9th of August. So let's send them love and light and sunshine to Uttar Pradesh. Thousands of people have been forced to evacuate as a massive wildfire spreads through the Greek island of Evia. 2,500 people were forced to evacuate their homes. Hundreds of homes have been destroyed, but the full extent of the damage caused by the fire burning for more than 7 days, like, this is freaking bad. Let's send rain to Greece. Let's send rain to Greece. A grid emergency has been declared in New Zealand. Cities plunge into darkness as polar blast brings nationwide all-time power demand record. So basically, the power supply demand in New Zealand reached a nationwide all-time high on the 9th of August, Monday, basically, after a rapidly deepening low-pressure system moved east across central parts of the country, bringing heavy snow, severe gale southerlies, and frigid temperatures. Let's send a lot of love. lots of love and lots of warm energy and sunshine in New Zealand. It's coming soon, New Zealand. Hang in there. We've got about, 5-6 weeks maybe? I don't know, before it starts to get warm again. October, it starts to get warm again. That's what they tell me here where I live. It will start to get warm again. It's like 65 or 66 degrees out in the nighttime here, and it's not cold. It's not that cold, but it's cold for me. I'm just sitting here going, I'm a little chilly. We don't have heat. We don't have heat systems in Ecuador. We don't need it, but it does get a little chilly. We do need to wear, we do need to wear blankets and jackets. But this, I don't know, I guess the worst, what it shows on this map of New Zealand, it's negative 5.7 degrees Celsius. That's pretty freaking cold. That's like really, I shouldn't complain about my cold. My cold is nothing compared to this. And that's in Hanmer Forest, Reefton, Tekapu, Hamilton, Upper Hutt. This is Upper Hutt. I don't know. Might be something else that just maybe the word is cut off. Maybe it's not Tekapu. It's definitely not Tekapu. Tekapo. Oh my God. What is wrong with my pronunciation? All right, here we go. This is the scary one. Damn it. Rare recurrent nova visible to unaided eye in the constellation Ophiuchus. It's 5,000 light years away. We talked about it already this week. It's a recurrent nova event, and it's coming right towards us. It's kind of like a gamma ray burst. In this nova system is two stars, and one is siphoning off the other, and this burst just comes flying out of the sun, and it's on its way to us. It is 5,000 light years away from us, which means it's going to take 5,000, if it's traveling at the speed of light, it will take 5,000 years to reach us. But the thing is, if it occurs every 20 years, that means it's been every 20 years since we don't know when. And if it happened 5,000 years ago, what happened 5,000 years ago is on its way to us now, if that makes sense. So I tried to mention it a couple days ago, but okay. Nothing we could do, honestly, about that. The grid emergency, I don't know. Sunshine, send sunshine and warm temperatures to New Zealand. Pray for the people that they are all able to stay warm in New Zealand. Some of the coolest people in the world are Kiwis, and it upsets me greatly to think that they're too cold. Everyone deserves nice, warm, heavy blankets and love and warm hugs, and so I'm sending energy of warm hugs to New Zealand. There was a slow-moving fireball spotted over southern Spain, and this fireball overflew the provinces of Ciudad Real and Albacete in the region of Castilla-La Mancha. The bright meteor was recorded in the framework of the SMART project. And it has the word Aquarius in the picture. Maybe it's in the constellation Aquarius. I don't know. I don't even know it's in the sky right now. Capricorn is in the sky. I do know that. All right. Mount Etna. Here we go. It grows. Ooh. Whoa. Holy shinoli. With approximately 50 paroxysmal eruptive episodes since February, Mount Etna has gotten taller. It increased its height. She increased her height to a record 3,357 meters tall, or 11,014 feet. Wow. So because of the eruptive events, they accumulated significant amount of pyroclastic material and lava layers, and that's how you add height. And if you're in Texas, you use hairspray. Just kidding. I was so jealous always of the Texas people who got their hair so high and it still looked so good. I just always wanted super, super tall hair And when I was really young, I used to grow my hair very long, and I'd do everything I could to make it stand up. But my hair is very heavy, and it just didn't stay up for very long. I'm only 5 feet tall. I always wanted to be at least 5'6", so I'm trying to get my hair like 6 inches off my head to make me look taller. But yeah, I'm not going to add pyroclastic lava flows to make myself look taller. Maybe I'll just put inserts in my shoes. That's easier, right? All right. Tropical storm has been forming in the Caribbean Sea, and the NHC, or National Hurricane Center, has started issuing advisories for the potential tropical cyclone 6 in the Caribbean Sea. The disturbance is likely to become a tropical storm by the 11th, so probably it did. We're going to go ahead and go to page 1 and see what happened. I'm sure they're going to report on it in a second. Okay. Major landslide took place on the Rekong Pio-Shimla Highway in Kinnaur district of Himachal Pradesh, India, on the 11th. And the slide hit and buried a Himachal Road Transport Corporation bus, and 40 people were on board. I don't know if they got out. So let's send love and light and prayers for the families of those people, and for those people that hopefully they're still alive. Hopefully they can be rescued. That's really, really crazy. All right, so more than 460,000 customers have been without power as severe thunderstorms hit Michigan, Wisconsin, and Illinois. Severe thunderstorms rolled through parts of the U.S. Midwest on Tuesday, and it left almost 500,000 customers without power in those places. Let's send love and light and sunshine over there. Hope my house is okay. I have a house in Detroit. And, I mean, I didn't have power there anyway because I'm not living there right now, but still. This one really bothers me. The Dixie Fire in California. The massive, massive Dixie Fire burning in Northern California has now destroyed 893 structures and is threatening 16,000 more right now. So far, 490,205 acres have burned. This is the second largest fire in the history of California. Let's send rain, but gentle rain, just lots of wetness and no thunder, no lightning, just rain. Let's send rain to California because that's really sucky. Let's send calm energy to, by the way, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Illinois, and sunshine to India, sunshine to Wisconsin. Oh my God, Michigan, Wisconsin, Illinois. I mean, what would that name be if you smushed them all together? Mishconsinoi. Let's just call it Mishconsinoi and let's send them lots of love. Oh my God. Enough of the mispronouncing words. Okay, in Tunisia, Tunisia's Meteorological Institute registered 120.2 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow. In Tunis, which is the capital. That's 49 degrees Celsius. My God, that's hot. Woo! It's an all-time highest temperature record. Brand new record was set for the city. And the highest temperature before was 116.2 degrees. This is 120.2. Oh, I hope they don't ever go that higher than that. That's right on the Mediterranean. Like, my God, how could they get that hot with all the water there? That's a heat dome. It's like, see, Tunisia is south of Greece and Turkey. You know, like Greece and Turkey are kind of across from each other. And then the bottom part of the Mediterranean Sea, right there is like Tunisia, Algeria, like northern Africa. Shit, man. Okay. Let's just send coolness, cool weather. Rain, send rain to Tunisia. That's crazy. Now, the other city of Kairouan, they hit 50 degrees Celsius, which is 122 degrees Fahrenheit. and all in Tunisia as well. So, man, let's send them a lot of rain. A very strong magnitude 7.1 earthquake has now hit the coast of Mindanao, and a small tsunami was observed in the Philippines. A strong shallow earthquake registered by USGS was magnitude 7.1. They reported a depth of 40.7 miles or 65.6 kilometers. EMSC is reporting magnitude 7.1. The same, which is good, but they reported it as a depth of 58 kilometers or 36 miles. Well, that's shallow, but at least it was like 5 miles. I mean, that magnitude, like 5 miles deep only, would have been quite devastating. This, as it is, 7.1 is huge. Let's send love and calm energy to the people who might be suffering from PTSD after that. And the tsunami, it said a small one was observed. That's probably wasn't that big of a deal, because you'd think they'd lead with it. But hopefully, let's just send love and light to the Philippines. There have been destructive wildfires, leaving at least 65 people dead in northern Algeria. Reminds me to call my friend from Algeria and ask if his family's okay. 65 people have been lost in the wildfires that are raging through the mountainous region of the country's north over the past few days. So let's send rain to Algeria and pray for the family who lost. In fact, let's pray for all the families who lost people, who are waiting to hear if their people have been rescued, and send love and light for the people to be rescued. The 65 people who lost their lives, let's pray for their souls and also for their families, because now they're sad, Man, and Algeria is right next to Tunisia, so they're in that heat dome right there. There has been increased seismicity at Atka volcano, the volcanic complex, and the alerts have been raised to yellow and advisory. And this is in the Alaska region, so I'm sure they've had numerous small earthquakes there. Let's just send them some love and light. Ooh, I see another dragon face in this. In the clouds right above this volcano. Yeah, the dragons are thrilled because they have a lot of work to do. But I don't know what to do about that. I don't think there's a lot of people near these volcanoes, but let's move on. Destructive flash floods have hit Turkey in the Black Sea region, and 27 people at least are dead at this time. Widespread damage has been caused and left one person missing and 27 people dead at least. The event comes less than a month after 6 people died in floods in the Rise province. So they just have had heavy rains, and now this flash flood situation. So let's send sunshine and prayers, especially for the people, lost people, to Turkey in the Black Sea region. Extremely heavy rain over parts of southwest Japan have been spotted, or I guess experienced, witnessed, whatever. A stationary front near the Tsushima Strait is dropping extremely heavy rains on parts of western Japan, and have forced authorities to issue warnings and evacuation orders. Officials are calling residents to be on alert and to stay safe, because it's coming. It's like a band, and it's like moving across the southwestern region of Japan. So this extremely heavy rain again with the heavy rain. Let's send them love and sunshine, rainbows to Japan. Sicily has registered a new European record, supposedly. They think, maybe. They're trying to figure it out, but until they do, we're just going to say that Syracuse, Italy, did set a European record. In my book, we'll just say, yeah, they set a record. My God, 48.8 degrees Celsius or 119.8 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hot. That's really hot. I've always known Italians were hot. Now they're extremely hot. And I'm sorry about that. Oh, bad joke. Let's send them sunshine. Not sunshine. Let's send them rain. Rain to Italy. Rain, rain, rain. To Greece, to Turkey, to Italy. Except didn't we just say But Turkey, they're having flash floods now because we probably sent too much rain. Don't send them any rain anymore. It's like crazy. It's like half of Europe is flash floods. And the other half is so hot they desperately need rain. Oh my God. It's just a mess over there right now. Very strong magnitude 7.5. Wow. It's really heating up. Usually these earthquakes are 6.1, but a magnitude 7.5 earthquake has hit South Sandwich Islands region. I don't know where that is, but oh my God, that's massive. So they're reporting a depth of 39.3 miles. Both agencies, EMSC and USGS, are both recording the exact same. They both reported the same exact magnitude and depth. So, 6.3 kilometers deep. I don't know what to say about that other than let's send love and light to anyone who might have been affected by that. High-level eruption has occurred in Japan at the... Oh, this is a fun one to pronounce. Oh, my God. Fukutoku Okinawa. Jesus, I knew I couldn't get through it. It looks like fuck you, Toku. And that's not right. I know it's not right. Fukutoku Okinawa. Shh. I'm going to have to say that one 20 times before I get it right, and I don't have time for that. So, yeah. Damn. Okay, so the ash plumes rose to 54,000 feet. Crap. That's really huge. It's a submarine volcano. How the hell did the ash go that fucking high? It's beneath the ocean, and it sent plumes of ash 54,000 feet, or 16.4 kilometers into the sky. Holy shit, man. Oh my God, let's just send love and light to all the people of Japan and imagine that they all have very good face masks and that they're fine. You know what, you guys, I had my face mask walking into the pizza place, did not see a single human being on the way there. And on the way back, I saw 3 people on bicycles. On the way there, I saw 1 person on a motorcycle, and that was it. Usually there's a lot of people walking around. It's cold out and misty. Oh, and I saw bats. It's Friday the 13th and I saw bats. Oh my God, I was so happy. I love bats. I love the Halloween-y atmosphere. It was all misty and hard to see. And there's bats in the air. It's Friday the 13th and my black cat's birthday. All right, I just got so carried away there for a minute. I just got excited because I forgot to tell you guys I saw bats. Actually, bats today. So cool. I love bats. All right. I hate this. Let's send lots of rain to Italy, guys, because Italy is battling hundreds of wildfires. The death toll has risen to 5. Well, thank God it's not more, but my God, let's send love and light to the people who lost 5 loved ones. More than 500 wildfires are burning across Italy, and it prompts large-scale firefighting operations. 3 more fatalities were confirmed on the 12th, 2 in Calabria, 1 in Sicily, which brings the death toll since last week to 5. It's not a lot of death toll, but my God, I mean, the secondhand smoke. It's kind of like secondhand smoke. The smoke inhalation is bad. You know, when it's wildfire, it's like you just can't. It's really bad for people with asthma, the old people. Remember, coronavirus is really bad in Italy because of all the people that, you know, are old, they smoke, they already have pollution, and now this is not at all helping anybody. So let's send rain to Italy and prayers for the people who lost their loved ones. Record-breaking rains have hit Nagasaki Prefecture in Japan. This one I know how to say. Extremely heavy rains fall across parts of western, southwestern Japan, and they've had floods and landslides, and there have been evacuation orders. 1 person was killed, 2 others are missing. So let's send love and light and prayers to all those people and lots of sunshine. Let's send sunshine so that the rains stop in Nagasaki Prefecture, Japan. Storm Falchion forms in the Black Sea, bringing heavy rains and floods. This low pressure area formed over north central Black Sea on the 11th of August and is classified by the Mediterranean Cyclone Center. So Falchion was moving slowly, but they expect it's going to strengthen and it's going to make landfall soon. So we'll see if it hit, but that's in the Black Sea, and which is where they were having floods already. So let's send them sunshine there to the Black Sea. Deadly floods have hit Hubei in China. 774 reservoirs have exceeded the flood warnings. 21 people at least have been killed. 4 others remain missing after heavy rains hit the central Chinese province of Hubei. So let's just send them lots of sunshine to Hubei, China. And last but not least, here we go. Severe thunderstorms have caused historic power outage across Michigan in the United States, and now they have 900,000 homes, which is almost 1 million, without power. Shit. Strong winds, heavy rains brought the storm that decimated the power supply network there. So 900,000 homes and businesses are without power in Michigan. The winds are up to 110 kilometers per hour. Fuck. That's unprecedented. That's the last article. Let's send them lots of love and light and a lot of sunshine to Michigan. You know, there's a lot of stuff you hear about Michigan, you know, and it's usually not good. But my God, it's one of the most beautiful states I've ever seen in my life. So lots of love and light to prayers all over for people all over the world. Exercise your compassion, and I'm going to pause this for a minute, and we deserve to hear some really weird news, so let's get into it. All right, like I do every Friday, I'm going to just read some headlines. Hopefully they're funny, from the metro.co.uk. This is news, but not as you know it, I think is what they have as their tagline. All right, man stumbled upon a rare snow tunnel while the rest of the UK enjoyed a heat wave. Did they though? But it was so big he could stand inside it, so I guess he got to enjoy a rare snow tunnel. I don't think the rest of the UK is enjoying the heat wave. I'm just saying. I just don't. Pilot suspended after a man duct taped to a helicopter and flown over a field. Oh my God. Oh my God. And there's a video. If you want to see it, it's on, metro.co.uk in the news, the weird news section. No, not the car wash. A little girl is terrified of the drive-through cleaner. That's weird. But, that could be scary. I could see that. You know what? Look before you leap is something you've heard before, but I'm thinking maybe don't try the dry scoop challenge. A woman has had a heart attack after trying this dangerous TikTok trend. Don't eat a scoopful of powder without putting it in the liquid first. You can die. People have died. Noah's Ark has been impounded in Ipswich for not having paperwork to say it's seaworthy. The Coast Guard said they could not rely on the grace of God to let the boat leave the port. Is that a Mandela effect? Noah's Ark? Really? I thought we couldn't find it. Or they finally found like a piece of it. So I guess someone just built a new one. Okay. It's impounded. Can you imagine? Yeah. All right. The world is not the way it was when Noah was alive, right? And it wasn't even Noah, by the way. It was the Epic of Gilgamesh, I think, is what Noah's Ark is based off of. It's not even... Noah wasn't even a real... They just made that up. It's just they borrowed from someone else's story that was much older. Anyway, but I'm sure they didn't have to deal with permits and uptight bullshit back then. Anyway, A goose was seen flying upside down, and the experts say it was just shown off to his friends. How would they even know that? It looks really weird. Its wings are, it's really, the picture, they have a picture of it. It's very weird. And here's one for the bucket list. Or not. Randy monkeys have sex while standing on a woman's knee in the forest. Oh, they have a list of things they want to do. Let's get it on. Do. What is up with Randy monkeys? A runaway giant tortoise has been found 1 mile from home after it escaped his garden, and Titan was taken home in a police van. So thank God Titan, the giant runaway tortoise, has found his way back home. So all right, let's see. Oh, here's an article that I'm going to read later. How to make sure being touch-starved doesn't wreck your dating life. Yeah, we're all touch-starved, aren't we? Yeah, I mean, in order to be super healthy, you need 12 hugs per day. I haven't had, weirdly enough, the last person to hug me was Jordan. No, I'm lying. The last person to hug me was my friend Anthony a month ago. 1 hug. No, I got 2 hugs. So, yep, for the month of July and August, I've gotten 2 hugs. That's it. We need 12 per day. So there's an article in case you want to check it out. How cannabis could save the planet in fight against climate change. Well, this I like. It is a good reason, then, to be hyped about hemp. It does have excellent environmental potential, by the way. I'm not going to go into the article, but I believe it. Let's see. This one is weird. I kind of hesitated. I didn't want to even say 4455, by the way. Those of you taking notes on the angel numbers in the show. ITV reporter shouts, "I'll fucking bang you out," after a man interrupts broadcast. Okay. I think that means something different in the UK than it does in the United States, because I don't think he will actually fucking bang him out. What does that even mean? In the UK, I'm sure maybe it means he's going to beat him up. In the United States, that means I'm going to have sex with you, and it's going to be rough, angry, hate sex. So, wow. All right. Thousands of pigeons have vanished mid-race in a Bermuda Triangle style mystery. And the pigeon fanciers are racking their brains, with some suggesting solar storms or mini tornadoes might be to blame. Woo. That's really kind of creepy. There's an article here in case you're interested in knowing how insects predict the weather. Ants, flies, spiders all change their behavior based on the forecast. In addition, so if you want to check this out, you could find out how to predict the weather looking at insects that you might let live in your home, like I do. I have a few spiders. I just let them be. They're too small. They're not going to bug me. So this one's weird. No bra money. A shop has banned customers from paying with cash that they stash in their bras during the heat wave. Busted. It literally is a big sign, handwritten, says no bra money. Oh my God. That's really strange. This is a strange one. A postcard has been delivered to a counselor with a picture of his own face used as the stamp. What? That's really weird. I don't even know. It was delivered. The fact that it's delivered, it's like a picture It looks like a little passport photo of the person they sent it to. That's weird. How was that even delivered? What the hell? Oh no. Oh no. A man has filled a claw machine. You know the claw machines where you go and you lower the claw in and you hopefully get a teddy bear or something cute. In Australia, a man has filled a claw machine with loo rolls with toilet paper as COVID panic has now gripped Australia once again. Oh my god. Oh my god, at the toilet paper already. Oh shit. An escaped python has bit a man's genitals after hiding in his toilet. I mean, why does this keep happening? Why does this keep happening? Oh my god, the poor snake. Yeah, that would bite his genitals too. Get out, let me get out of here. Why were you in the toilet, snake? Oh my god, doesn't it stink? Like, why are you in the oh my god, poor python. I feel sad for the python. I mean, I guess for the man's genitals too, but more so the python. Like, why could you not see the python in there? I don't even want to let's just move on. I don't want to fucking know. A mom gets a note. It says, Mom gets note from neighbors saying, my kids don't want to see your ass out. Well, you know what? I got to say something about that. I don't think it's the kids that said it. I think it's it's probably the mother jealous because the neighbor that has her ass out, which probably is just her pants are riding a little low or something. That's kind of weird. That is weird. It's weird, but it's not the kind of weird news I'm really looking for usually. So, let's just move on. That's just weird. There's a lot of articles about Friday the 13th in case you want to check it out on this website. And that's all the news we have here. We're going to find some somewhere else. There's exactly one article on Audi. That's weird. But it's very weird. Apparently there was a man who was calling around libraries to masturbate to a readout of an old court case. Like, what? Okay. But he's not the only one harassing public phone services lately for his own pleasure. So, a guy named Richard... Too easy. It's just too easy. He's a UK man with a foot fetish. Has now made more than 1,200 harassment phone calls to a health hotline while... Oh my god, while delivering his own personal false details, false phone numbers, and false ailments with an old lady's voice. Oh, that's bad. He was finally caught. It took 2 years, but he would be, I guess, asking people in an elderly voice woman to talk about their height, their feet, and then he would like mention his ailments, and then, you know, eventually I guess he would give himself away because he was tossing himself away. I don't know how you say that politely, but anyway, that is quite weird. So let's go now to a third website for weird news. Okay, according to coasttocoastam.com, military and commercial pilots have been reporting strange UFO sightings over Canada lately. They've been seeing a green UFO in the sky. And it's intriguing because it's both reported by commercial aircraft as well as military pilots. Very interesting. You know, probably it's Pleiadians, I would have to say, but, you know, because their ships are light ships and they change color and they shift in shape because they're interdimensional. So, a video has been circulating of an Australian teenager who made an adorable quokka, which is like a really cute little creature I've never heard of. It looks like a teeny tiny bear. It's really cute, but he made it smoke a vape pen and put it on the internet, and this is animal cruelty. Do not do this to your animals. Don't make them smoke against their will. A ghost has been attacking, or has attacked a man at the gym. I saw this on Instagram, and I think they were speculating it was a djinn, but it was violent. He was attacked by an unseen force, and he was just at the gym by himself, and it was on the footage for the gym. It was pretty creepy. It dragged him by the leg, and he could barely get away from it. And then he went to grab his stuff, and then he just ran and left all of his stuff at the gym. Like, fuck it, I'll get my bag later. I don't need it that bad. I mean, it was really scary, actually. So if you guys have seen it, you know what I mean. It's really creepy. But I think that they have it on Coast to Coast AM if you want to check it out. Cops in Pakistan have arrested a monster, a mischievous individual wearing a monster mask, in the hopes of frightening unsuspecting people on the street. Well, that sounds like something my son would do. But my son used to, when he was very little, he'd put on the scariest demon mask he could possibly find, and then he'd wear a black demon robe with a fake giant plastic gold like necklace that he made me buy him, and then he would put on hip-hop music and dance with hip-hop music, and he would do this to cars passing by. He would hop out at out of the bushes at people when they were drunk on Friday nights, because Halloween's his favorite holiday, and he loves to scare people. So I'm glad he doesn't live in Pakistan. He even did it. He even did this at the laundromat and made his sister write him a sign to hold. It says, something about, "We'll sacrifice a live goat and I'll do your laundry." I don't know. It was something like that. Anyway, that's pretty crazy. Let's see if we could eke out a few more stories here. Oh my God. Let's see. Odd UFO filmed deploying objects over Brazilian city. Curious footage from Brazil. And I guess the UFOs are deploying smaller objects into the night sky. That's really, really, really creepy. Like, my God, what the heck? There was a rare Sumatran rabbit that's striped. It's been rescued by a farmer in Indonesia, because he was trying to sell it, this unique critter. I guess it's rare so wildlife conservationists, they rescued it, which is pretty cool. A monstrous ancient dragon has been discovered in Australia. Holy shit. The remains of an ancient and rather monstrous looking flying reptile, and they think it's quite likened to a dragon. That is incredible. That kind of takes my breath away. Actually, they found proof finally. And in Colorado, a moose has charged a hiker. How much money? I'd like to know. They don't say how much money he charged him. Oh, geez. So there's a video, if you want to check it out. A massive bull moose suddenly decided to charge at a hiker who stumbled upon the enormous creature in the woods. Shit. That's probably what he did, too. Wow. Enchanted dolls fail to prevent Namibian criminals from, okay. Oh, goodness. Witch doctors have been selling enchanted dolls to criminals with a false promise that the objects will prevent them from being arrested. What a racket. Oh my God, there's a brand new fish with human teeth. He's got some it looks like he's got some good chompers there. They look like dentures. Oh shit, chipmunks have been testing positive for bubonic plague. Welcome to the apocalypse, guys. I'm sorry. Oops. My bad. Oh shit, this is in California. Fuck, I gotta tell my son, who also has an army of squirrels still there. That was on a whole nother episode. It's just, yeah, alright, that's it. I think we need to wrap this up. This is in South Lake Tahoe. Shit. After a dead chipmunk was infected with the bubonic plague, they found it, tested it, damn. Be careful, man, be careful of those chipmunks. A ninth Nessie sighting of 2021 has been reported in the Loch Ness Sea in Scotland, and a mystery creature has been menacing the British beach, which is kind of exciting. A ghost attacked a security guard in Colombia, and the mayor shared the footage of it. And there's more ghost pants have been filmed if you want to check this out. The pants ran down the sidewalk without anybody wearing them. Holy shit. That's, maybe the person just went invisible, actually. That's kind of cool. He didn't make his pants invisible, though. See, you gotta do it all the way. You gotta make everything invisible. Anyway, well, there you have it. That's another wrap-up of the weekly Weird World News and the Earth Changes Report. Anyway, that's it. That's it for season 4. That's episode 60, guys. I love you, and I'll be back in 6 weeks with season 5. With love and light, baby, I'm signing off. With peace and joy and the high vibes of the holy 5th dimension. Until next time in 6 weeks. I love you. Peace. Metaphysical Soul Speak is run on sponsors and listener support. This means listeners like you. If you are so inclined to support my efforts and my little podcast, please visit me at anchor.fm/metaphysical and pledge an amount of your choosing today. Thank you.